up, gain map control, and ultimately win that first round. Now we've got round number 2, 80-62 is your score in favor of Acid, derailing so far the Kings of PA, and that's Cloud eSports.
The Kings.
The Kings of eSports.
The Kings of. So we are going into domination on Octane once again. Going to be Acid up against Team Cloud.
You guys know that was Duffman with the impression. I'm taking all the credit. I'm just
kidding. You jerk.
No, just kidding. That was the talented AJ putting on the impressions for us. Who's your player to watch? Really, we saw this.
Let's watch Seams right off the bat.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. He went off for his team, and he's got that Remington that he's absolutely just doing damage with, which is funny to me. This map with a lot of long distance gunfights, you typically see a lot more muzzle breaks on your ARs because it's going to take more bullets to win those long distance gunfights if you don't have it. And looks like none of these players have any of those attachments. Attachments play a crucial role in your gunfights, in your gun skill, and it's interesting to see both of these teams not utilizing these attachments effectively.
So finally, two ARs, 2 subs on Cloud. Acid still running the 3 ARs and 1 sub, which is good, but it's with Curse. So actually, I'm going to stick on with him and see the route that he takes. Pushing straight into gas. He is going to get shut down, though. So that's going to be 2 down for Acid. And no one still has gone for B. Right now, with 2 down, though, Cloud should have recognized that they took out 2 players from Acid and started to push for B. They just need better awareness when it comes to small things like that, and you can definitely play a better part in their game.
Absolutely, and they're doing a great job here on Acid, staying alive. Seems is going to push over here to the top pawn. Unfortunately, it's the most random nade thrown at him, and he gets taken out. But early on, Acid able to stay up for most of their gunfights and deliver. I'm going to switch on over to Pronk, who unfortunately just got taken out. But Cloud, this is a different Cloud so far. They're playing a whole lot more aggressive, and they're doing a great job as Hawkcry gets a nice little 2-piece before getting taken out there of gaining map control, AJ. And that's what you said they had to do, and they're doing it aggressively as Pronk's going to hop on that B flag.
So right now, though, I'm going to watch Baby J. He's going to go and try and control his B. He does have B. He took out 2 players there. That was wrecked as well as audible. Now his teammate is sitting on it. They're going to capture it. So the aggression that I was talking about that I needed to see out of Cloud is actually being instilled right now. But also, they're not capturing flags. They're not getting cutoffs for their teammates whenever they're sitting on B. But B is going to go in the hands of Acid. And things are going to get very dangerous for Cloud if they allow it to happen.
Yeah, it's B has remained neutral this entire time, as now Baby Prey's got a decision to make. He knows that B is being taken over, but he knows that this entire left side of the map is not in their control. B is still neutral, able to pick up a 2-piece there, going off for his squad, finds another, gets him. Baby Prey's on fire. They've now got control of B as he eliminated 3/4 of that team, going hard for his squad. He had to pick up a new gun because he's got some more work to do.
Absolutely. So Baby just did an amazing job there, and I'm trying to rotate around 2 different players. But let's watch Seams now, sitting at 6-3. Now Cloud is doing exactly what I wanted to see. 26-23, 26-23. Still not a good enough lead for them. They do need to flip the spawns and get control over this C flag. I'm sorry, A flag. Acid or. No, C flag. God, I hate this thing. Anyway, so Curse, though, watching Curse, he's going to push in the B, trying to stop the flag from getting taken from Cloud. Cloud is going to capture the flag, though, as Curse did get shut down. And Cloud, though, sitting with a comfortable lead right now, needs to start doing some more work to flip the spawns in their favor.
Cloud is going off. They're doing a great job of winning their gunfights right now, outslaying this team. Of this Acid team, and doing a great job staying around that B flag. You saw Baby J doing a whole lot of objective work because he's now captured that B flag twice for Cloud eSports, as now they've taken the lead 43-33. They've got a 10-point lead. They've got to keep grinding, though, with 2 minutes left. They were down by 18 in the first half. They've still got some work to do.
Absolutely. I mean, it's only about a 12-point lead right now, and it doesn't look like that they have control over any of the flag, or they have control of 1 flag. The B flag is actually getting captured right now. Let's watch Baby J once again, see if he can pull something off here, as he's going to stop. Oh, he doesn't stop the player. He gets stopped as he tries and stop the player over at B, but B is going to get captured by Acid, and they're just going to keep going up in the scoreboard, and this lead that they have isn't large enough. So again, they're not doing it. They're not flipping the spawns, and that's what's holding them back.
They're not, and one thing that they're also not doing a great job of is map awareness. Understanding where your players are on the playing field, so when you kill an entire team, they're looking in the wrong direction and trying to anticipate that spawn, and they're paying for it because that Acid Squad's able to answer right back and completely team kill that squad as well, as now they've shortened the lead 59-52 with only a minute left. AJ, they're trying to take A now, trying to split it up. They've got a triple cap if they want to take this win.
Right, and A is still neutral, and B is still in the hands of Acid. They're still going up in the count, and it looks like that Acid is sitting on C. Oh, and Cloud, Pronk actually could have been the one right there to shut down the flag from getting taken over on C, but it does look like that it is going to go back to Cloud. And 30 seconds left on the clock with an 18-point deficit from the first side. It doesn't look like that Cloud's going to be able to come back.
They're not, and their whole team just dropped down as they're losing B already with 30 seconds left, 69-61. They're able to keep B, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately, for this Cloud Esports. Got to give it to them, though. This side was a much better side. They performed a whole lot better, able to win their gunfights long range, able to keep that map control, which allowed them to take the lead. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
No, and like I said, what I wanted to see, I didn't really get out of Cloud. I wanted to see a little bit more aggression. Unfortunately, that's not what came about, and they needed to do that. So coming up in the next domination, depending on what map is, this map is so hard. If you lose control over it in the beginning and you don't control, you start pushing out, let's say you start off on the C flag, I think it is, or the A flag, and you don't start pushing through pink, and you don't control that side of the map, you lose control completely, and things can just go wrong very quickly for your team. So then you start getting better map control.
They can spiral out of control, and that happened early on, which we saw on that first side for this Cloud Esports squad. This is got to be a little bit of a record for them. Typically 4-0ing a lot of squads here on the PA show, and delivering their first loss is AcidLab Pro. Going hard, showing that they're a team not to be questioned. And now we're going to be moving into Search and Destroy on Freight, one of my favorite maps for Search and Destroy. John, after seeing that first side, and you were heavily in favor of Cloud, what does your prediction change a little bit or no?
Well, I mean, I brought Acid on the show for a reason, to be honest with you. Because they've been on the show before, but it was a while back. We're going like on our 75th show. It was like roughly around the 20s. And these guys did some absolute work. So I figured, hey, a little bit of roster changes. They still look pretty solid. And I thought I'd bring them on against Cloud, who's been doing some work. No, I'm sticking with Cloud, man. I'm going to stick with Cloud. I'm going to make my prediction right now since you haven't heard it yet. I'm going to go 4-3 Cloud. We're going to Game 7 tonight, fellas.
Oh. AJ, let's hear you weigh in.
Big dog barking. Do he bite? If you guys can name where that is from, you get a follow. If any of y'all can name where that's from, you get a follow on Twitter. Tweet it at me at the Turbo Show. Raged Duffman right there, and John with the perfect or PA_ organization. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna go with Acid, man. I'm gonna counter that. They just seem to be a little bit more intuitive when it came to map control, and unfortunately, since we're playing, it's probably Dom S&D. Dom, S&D, Blitz, and then Dom. So I'm going to call it with Acid on that one.
You're going to call it Acid 4-0?
Not 4-0, but it's probably going to be 4-2. I'm going to say 4-2.
Yeah, I got to agree with that. I think Acid's going to want to put on a show tonight. They're going to want it a little more than this Cloud Esports, who's been on here several times. But what I got to say is this Cloud Esports, from what I've seen consistently, is a talented S&D squad, able to get in and play the objective work perfectly, make it an objective-based game, and not just try to team kill, and that ultimately helps them win this S&D. So I think this S&D is going to go in favor of Cloud, and Acid's going to have some work to put in on another game or another map control type game, and that's going to be Blitz right after this.
So looking over at the Cloud team, let's jump on with Baby J right off the bat, John. You don't have to jump on or put it over now because they still want to see this pretty face. This young little baby Asian face. No hair on it. Not touched. Still young and innocent.
Looking good, both of these guys. People keep tweeting out the stream. We appreciate it.
It's hard to look this good. Like,
it is.
It's difficult.
It's like Duffy over there. Man, like if I could look like Duffy, saying it'd be over. Oh, Eddie Murphy said it. Mike Hollister, you, sir, are the first one to get it. Congratulations.
Mike
Wow.
Hollister, he would be. That's actually a friend of mine
Wow.
right there. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Eddie Murphy did say it.
Eddie Murphy.
All right, so we're going to start off here on Search and Destroy Freight. You guys are going to hear some play-by-play by the Turbo Show.
Boom.
Or you guys can call me Turbo. But anyway, and they're going to end it right off the bat.
Perfect.
And,
Good. Interesting strategy. Let's see how it plays out.
Another
Good
70
strat.
seconds we get to sit around.
And they just kill
he
each
had to
other.
go for the double team kill, man. One wasn't good enough.
This final kill cam's brought to you by My Ego as Audible kills his entire teams.
My ego.
We're
like
still here for a while,
They
definitely.
need to take
guys.
ghillie suits off. That's what the back and forth is about.
Oh, yeah, I hate those
Oh, yeah,
ghillie
love
suits,
that.
dude.
No,
Oh.
that's awesome.
Yeah, there's something
Yeah,
we
take
can
them.
talk about. We got some changes in competitive
Man.
gaming, AJ. What
No
are they?
tracker. I'm cool with that. You know,
Dang.
just saying, bruh. And then we got that no ghillie suit, no more walking trees. Don't need to see that. Don't be that. Don't believe that. You know what I'm saying?
But
I
the
know
real
what you're saying.
thing, the
Also,
real
we got
thing
no
that's really
danger close,
Yes.
son. You know, no extra
Yes.
boom boom in the zoom. Boom.
the best thing that's important
Yeah.
though, guys, is they added a kill feed to broadcaster mode. That is all
They
we
did?
care about.
And they also added the not only the kill feed, but also the where when you're scrolling through the players on the scoreboard, it actually shows their position
Yeah.
Nice.
on the minimap. So back to Black Ops 2, and it allows the casters to be able to see, you know, who's making the play, who's making a better play on the outside of
Mhm.
what's viewing, and it's actually very, very good for analysis, so that way you can understand the game a lot better on why people are making certain moves, why the team as a whole is positioning themselves here, and this player over here is doing something else. There's always a larger spectrum to the game other than what one single player is doing, and the fact that you could do that in Black Ops 2, it showed that. So being able to do it now in Ghost, I think they made a great move on doing that, so that way you can understand the game better as a whole, because it just seems so linear when you're looking at one person, so you can't really tell why the team is doing something from a larger view.
I absolutely agree. I honestly, it's funny. If you guys watch me cast, if you guys were watching what I watch, almost the entire time I have that mini map almost on full blast. I'm just switching back and forth because I like seeing the bigger picture, and sometimes that's the difference maker between what's going on and what teams are winning. You can be on board with a guy who's just on a 9-kill streak, and their team's going to lose because they're not playing the map correctly. They're not gaining the right control, and I love watching that unfold on the mini maps. That's something I'm constantly watching. I implore you guys to check it out as well while you're watching. You can see how play set up. You can see how players just miss each other when they're walking by in a game of Blitz, and the door closes. It's absolutely amusing, and it makes the game fun to watch. But we've got 15 seconds left. No ghillie suits on. No tracker sights. No danger close. And no danger close. This is going to be a good one to watch. S&D. I can't wait for them to patch dead silence though. That's going to be the fun part to watch on
If
this
they
map.
do it, like
If
there
they
hasn't even
do
been
it.
word on it yet, and it's kind of disheartening on Infinity Ward's part. But nonetheless, I'm gonna watch Pronk right now, as he's gonna be the one I'll push up on the left side. He's gonna pull out a sniper. So John, let's jump over to him and see if he actually can get a shot here. But there is one player going a little rogue from Cloud as well. Push up a little higher, and I'm getting some lag spikes. I don't know if you guys are getting that too. But he is going to be perched up all the way in the back, and they're down goes Frazier or Baby Prey right now, and they're just playing an extremely passive. And the numbers game though is in favor of Acid, who's on the defensive side, so that is going to be a little harder
Cursed.
for Cloud to go.
We need to switch over to Curse. My man
Oh,
is 3. Oh, he finally gets sniped there by Bronk, who takes him out. But it's now Bronk by himself. 1v3, the bomb is down. You know Acid's got to know it. He's got a sniper rifle and a nade and a stun. Not looking too promising for him as there's 29 seconds left. He's either got to kill the entire team or he's got to make a miracle happen. This is not going to look good for him. It's not looking in his favor.
How did he get that last kill? Because he took out Wrecked right there also.
Yeah, he...
You could do it.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Got to stick on board with him as against Audible in this 1v1 situation. Pushed over by the A bomb site. He doesn't know, though, that Audible is over by B, so he can go ahead and plant this without any problem, and him just that awareness, though. You know, I would have gone for the plan just to risk it for the biscuit. You know, you can't have no one in your heart. Life's a garden. Dig it, man.
Absolutely, Joe Dierte. He did not risk it for the biscuit. It's 3-0, though, for Pronk, and I want to stick on board with him as they move over to defense. He was able to stay alive for his team, and not with a weapon that most people would like to be last alive with. Able to get some quick scopes on the board and take out most of the team.